Sorry, like I meant to pause the video, but I accidentally stopped it. So this is part two, I guess. But yeah, like I'm going to, get out of here soon. Hopefully I can, find the hospital. I don't have to walk that far. The last time I talked to the person, they told me the general direction of the library, so I'm gonna head in that direction, and hopefully I'm not too long on my feet. I had to cut the video because somebody was talking to me. So like I said, I meant to pause it. I accidentally hit stop. So yeah, and then if my feet get better, I'm still obviously gonna be back out here. But what was I saying actually? Oh, what was I saying? Yeah, I'm just not cut off for being on the street living. Some people do that for months to years, and I could just never fathom how they do it. And I know I'm definitely it's just so, like I said, people don't talk about how hard this is on your body. It's extremely taxing on the body. Everything from starving to the physical toll, strain it takes on your body, from just having no way to get around but walking all the time. Not to mention the mental stress, but I'm talking about more of the physical stress. The physical stress of it all is not talked about. Usually when people talk about homelessness, they talk about anything but the physical toll it takes on the body. I don't hear about that being mentioned a lot, and that's important to talk about too, because that can wear you down and just make surviving on the streets near impossible. So that's where I'm at right now. Hopefully eventually I'll get some help. I'm continuing to pray. I always pray. I never stop that, because I know God is listening to me, watching over me. And he knows what I'm dealing with right now, and eventually he's gonna get back with me. But for right now, I'm just trying to mostly figure this out on my own. And hopefully I can. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Fingers crossed I'll be able to find the hospital and they'll be able to help me out, because if not, I don't know. Hopefully I don't lose my feet. No, just kidding. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But no, I'm gonna have to improvise. I don't know, at least I'm gonna have to start lying down. I don't care if it's on whatever surface. I'm gonna have to start lying down, because my feet can't continue to go on like this. They're just gonna get worse and worse and worse. And I can barely bend my ankle, move my ankle around a lot, which is not a good thing. It's not really my mobility, and my ankle and foot area is just is really rigid. The skin is really tight. That's because of the swelling, of course. So yeah, I should stop blabbering and just get my behind over to the hospital. The sooner I take care of this, the better. And then I can just figure out everything else. This is kind of taking main priority right now, is my feet, because it's the main thing that's bothering me more than anything else. Also, I'm almost done with my hair. I know that's completely unrelated, but I just mentioned that because at least I don't have to worry about my hair for another month. I'd hate to be concerned about my feet and then my hair matting up and then this and that and that. So yeah, and then I'm going to look at the drop-in. While I'm at the hospital, I'm going to look at drop-in center stuff. Hopefully I can charge my phone so it's got a nice good charge. I just charged it, but that's why I'm able to film. But hopefully I can charge it at the hospital too, so that way I know it's at 100%. And yeah, I'm still not that desperate to the point where I want to get off the streets, but not to the point where I'm saying, okay, I'm just gonna go back to a shelter. I'm not dying or anything, so I'm not at that point where, like, I'm gonna have to do that. I'm thinking about doing that. So it'll have to get a lot more worse for me than this for me to consider going back to a shelter even for one night. I just got out of one not even a couple weeks ago, and before that I've been in and out of them for over a decade, so I'm not exactly in a rush to go right back to one, just so I could get into an argument or fight again or something that I have to leave or get kicked out immediately. So I'm not trying to go back to that, at least right now. So we'll just see what kind of drop-in centers there are. I've also been asking, not ChatGPT, but the other AI, Grok. He's been my little buddy, at least as far as giving information is concerned. And also, if I'm bored, if I want to talk to Grok about just anything, we'll just shoot the breeze or stuff like that. And he's pretty entertaining to talk to for an AI. He's pretty entertaining, but he's pretty useful for information too. Really useful is giving me resources and numbers to call, even down to scripts, actual scripts, things I can say when I get on the phone with these people, so that it can make it easier for them to help me. But yeah, so I'm gonna end this video, and I might do an update on how things go with my feet. I might not, but hopefully the next video, I have a bit more positive news. But yeah, because it's difficult enough as it is, but it's even more difficult dealing with this when your health is just bad. So yeah, and then they suggested walking, elevating your feet for half an hour. Like I said, it's difficult to do. I'll sit back in a chair, and at first I'll recline because I can prop my feet up on my suitcase, but it's supposed to be at least higher than your heart. So it's not supposed to be just prop your feet up, just prop them up. It's supposed to be higher up. So it's just difficult to do that. I don't want to be up here putting my feet on the tables and everything, because like I said, I'm not trying to draw as little attention to myself as possible. I'm not even supposed to be. There's a no loitering sign literally right behind me, not behind me, but somewhere in the park. So technically I'm not supposed to be here. Not that I'm not supposed to be here, I'm not supposed to be sleeping here, which I've definitely been doing. I'm not supposed to be spending hours here, which I've definitely been doing. I'm not supposed to be doing my hair here, not supposed to be doing any of that. So I'm trying to just keep it as low-key as possible, which has been kind of difficult, especially if I'm doing my hair here. That's definitely not low-key, but propping my feet up on the table, and just people won't know that, at least at first glance, they're oh, it's another homeless person. They're just using the environment, using things to, they're just it's not gonna look good if I do that. And if I want to stay here as long as possible, I don't need to draw any unwanted attention to me. That's why I haven't done that. I do that during the night. I tried to do it last night, where the park's closed, nobody's here, so nobody's gonna look or say anything. So I tried doing that, and as uncomfortable as it was, I was only able to hold the position for as long as I could until it became kind of really uncomfortable and kind of painful too. So it's difficult. The only thing I can think of is just to lie down and prop my feet like that. It's a lot more easier sitting down, propping your feet, than lying down and propping your feet up is a lot more easier, at least for me. Usually when I do that, the swelling goes right down, not right away, and it'll probably take even longer for the swelling to go down this time, because it's as swollen as my feet is as swollen as it's ever been before. So who knows how long it'll take, and who knows how long they'll let me stay in the hospital, especially since I don't have insurance, how long they'll let me to stay here until my feet get better. I don't know if they'll kick me out halfway until the swelling goes down. because that's going to make situations worse. Like, if they're going to kick me out halfway, as like the swelling's not even gone down yet, I might as well just stay my behind here and just like work things out on my own, because I don't want to get there and they're not going to fully treat the problem. So yeah, all right. I'm just kind of stalling because I just don't want to get turned down again. Like, I don't know, but I have to do something, because I'm afraid of like what's going to become of my feet if I just don't do anything and try to deal with it on my own, which, as you can see, has not been working. And as far as walking, like, it's suggested if your feet are like this, walk like at least every hour for 10 to 15 minutes, or 5 to 10 minutes, or something like that. So I walk at most for 10 minutes. If it's really, my feet is really bad and it's hard to walk, they suggest like you just stay off of your feet. While I've been doing my hair, I've been trying to prop my feet up, because I'm always on my feet doing my hair, or I've been trying to at least sit down. So, all right. And I gotta use the bathroom again before I go too. I don't know how long of a walk this is gonna be, but let me get that out of the way so that I can go to the hospital. And specifically the emergency room. I have to look for the emergency room so they'll see me right away. So, because I don't have time to make appointments or anything. I need my feet looked at right away. And then maybe I'll go to a drop-in center today, because I don't want to come back out here and then be here for days and then have my feet right back in a situation that I went to the hospital for. Like, I can't keep going back to the hospital. So after this, I need to, I don't know, probably get to a drop-in center. And I can't really think of any other alternative, because that's all I know. I know either I'm either in drop-in centers or I'm mostly in shelters, but I've been to a few drop-in centers. So that's what I'm gonna do, at least for now. And like after that's done, like I said, I'm gonna come back here, and I'm just gonna come back here to just like figure everything out. Because in the meantime, like, I don't know, because I've been trying to figure out, where to go from here. So like, it's just a matter of, figuring out, just figuring things out pretty much. So right now, I don't have anything to figure out. I need to go. All right, here we go. I know this is going to be the most uncomfortable walk of my life, and it's going to be the longest too, because I'm not able to walk as fast as I usually do. So walking takes twice as long, and it's twice as uncomfortable. All right, so let me just get my butt up and at least get started. Okay, so pray for me, I guess. I'm definitely going to pray for myself. Maybe they'll have some I'm not sure if I'm going to ask for resources there, if they even have it. I'm just going to do all the searching on my own from here. So yeah, all right. Catch you in the next one.